Guys, Dr. Dave here in Rugged Dad headquarters. You know how I like to talk about monetizing yourself and finding new ways to monetize things that are already established industries. I love seeing neat success stories about this stuff. And so I also do a lot of UGC commercials. I'm fixing to film 3 or 4 of them for this company right here that I'm going to tell you about. So here's why I wanted to do an extra video for the Monetize Yourself show about this one, because you can tell these are unedited videos because sometimes I just get tongue-tied. All right, so back to the story. I wanted to tell you a little bit about this one. I'm getting ready to film some videos for them, for their commercials. It's called Grasshole. Interesting name. Now, I'll let you think for just a second and try to figure out Grasshole. What industry, what product could this be? Something to do with grass and a hole. If you guessed irrigation, you guessed right. And so this is a veteran-owned company down in Florida that I'm working for. I love working for American companies too. It's just awesome because the ingenuity coming out of America and some of the things we come up with, the ideas that people get. These guys are also veterans. And so I wanted to support them. Marine Corps veteran myself, if they were anything but, well, I'll still respect them in the morning, but I want to talk about the product more than anything. So it's called Grasshole, and so it came in this cool box right here, and you know what? Let me get it out of the other box. It's a box within a box. You know what? I'm going to pause the video, and I'm just going to destroy this first box. Man, I wasn't kidding. I literally had to tear the other box away from this. They had it packed so well. See, where's it at? Oh, there we go. Proudly made in the USA. And now let's see. Yeah, okay. Now, we get to their box. This is the box you would see in stores. The Grasshole box. Whoop. There's some rocks and stuff in here. All right, so I like their logo too. It's like a little Scottish guy riding a riding lawnmower. Oh, right away, they were doing exactly what I like to make me happy when people ship me stuff. They send me stickers. This one says, "Don't be an arsehole, install a Grasshole." That's funny. All right, so we got some business cards from Mr. Kenneth. Kenneth, I'm not going to try to say your last name because I can promise I'll mess it up. I don't want to do that to you. But Mr. Kenneth at grassholesystem.com. So when I tell you about this product, you may want to order some. So it's grassholesystem.com. But as far as monetizing yourself, the reason I like this is they took an established industry that was already going. The lawn care industry is how old? As old as people have had lawns. And they found a neat way to do something new to help people with a problem. So the problem they solved is that the Grasshole, let me pull one of these out and show you. The Grasshole is protection for your sprinkler heads. And so if you've got a yard that's got some irrigation, I'm sure you've had to deal with the riding lawnmower running over the sprinkler head, the dogs chewing on them, kids breaking them off. That's what's likely to happen here is my kids are going to break them, possibly rip them out of the ground and fight with them. I don't know. If you've met my kids, you know what I'm talking about. But I just love how these vets took something that a lot of people have problems with, don't know how to fix, and just keep doing the same old fix. They keep having to either mess with the irrigation and the water and the pipes, or they call it a landscaper or somebody to come out and pay a lot of money when they could just buy. I think the 10-pack online is like $50. And a lot of you guys aren't going to have yards any bigger than needing a 10-pack. And they've even got, I'm going to find it after we get done here. I think they've got a video where you can actually run over these in the ground with a car. And so definitely a lot heavier than a riding mower. What it also does, it makes it easier to weed eat around it. And so that's cool. So here's one of the really neat ways to monetize yourself or your ideas is to find a problem people have that's not been solved. These guys did it. They took a regular irrigation problem and, in one single neighborhood, they're down in Florida, an average neighborhood in Florida, you're talking millions of sprinkler heads. And if they just sell one of these to every home in Florida, every home, I hope they get it. But, that's pretty nice. I like it. So I hope you've enjoyed this little episode of Monetize Yourself. And let me show the box and everything again so that you know what I'm talking about. This is the Grasshole. And so you can buy a pack, fix your sprinklers. But hey, if you've got an idea and you're not sure how to get it out there or not sure even what to do with it, or you don't have an idea, sometimes that's even worse, Me, I have too many ideas. That's my problem. Too many ideas, not enough time. But think of a problem people have that's not been solved. If you can do something to make someone's life a little easier, even if it costs money, even if they need to find you. I mean, think about things like this and Swiffer mops and things like that. Find a way to make people's lives easier, and you can monetize that. There are billion-dollar industries made off of just easing problems, making things a little easier. So, hope you enjoyed this. I hope you check out these Grasshole guys. And tell Kenneth that Dr. Dave sent you. And I think you'll be extremely pleased with what you get from them. Y'all take care. Hey guys, I just wanted to film a quick little addendum to the Grasshole video because I was out front in the yard filming the commercial for them. And I installed the sprinkler head and installed the Grasshole and realized, I mean, I knew it was easy to put them in. I watched their videos before I did the commercial just to get some ideas of what they were looking for. And so easy to put it in. And so I was thinking, you know what? These guys monetized making the product. But I was thinking, you know, landscape companies could easily add this to the repertoire and just increase profits. Hey, not only do we install your sprinkler heads, but we also install Grassholes. And every time they go to somebody's house to repair a broken sprinkler head, they sell them a full Grasshole makeover for the yard. But here, I was thinking about this too because I've got a teenager in the house, 16 years old, always looking for ways to make money. And for him, the only answer sometimes seems to be a fast food. And that's not the answer. That's just working at a fast food place. That's horrible. But I was thinking, man, an enterprising teenager could buy a box of these Grassholes, show up in a neighborhood, just roll in, park somewhere in the neighborhood, go to the first house. If they've got irrigation and sprinkler heads, you sell them a full makeover. I mean, a teenager could easily do a full yard. I mean, what's a yard? 20 sprinkler heads on an average yard, maybe. You'd buy 2 10-packs of these and make a few $100 in an afternoon. But get this, do the whole neighborhood. A teenager could work in a neighborhood for weeks if it's a decent-sized neighborhood, doing nothing but this. Full-time, a mallet, a box of Grassholes, and a teenager could make a full-time living for a teenager doing nothing but Grassholes. And so, don't just think about monetizing the product. Think about monetizing the service, because this product solves a problem, but it doesn't mean everybody that buys it wants to install it. You be the guy that installs it. You sell the product and the service. The service, though, is where you're going to make your money. An enterprising teenager that's clean-cut, works hard, dresses decent, shows up on time, that kind of thing, could make a fortune and eventually even turn that into a business. Because I guarantee if you're solving people's problems with the Grasshole, they may ask you to start doing other things around the house, too. Hey, guys, Dr. Dave here for another episode of the Monetize Yourself show. And so I like to find, I do a lot of, I'm going to start that over because that sounds like crap.